Hello crafters, welcome back to Code Crafters. In today's video, we are going to explore some cool conditional structure programs in C++. Conditional statements are essential for decision-making in programming, allowing us to control the flow of execution based on specific conditions. So, let's dive right in. Let's start with an even-odd program. This C++ program determines whether a user inputted number is even or odd using a simple conditional check. First, it declares an integer variable number to store the user's input. The program then prompts the user to enter a number using cout and reads the input using cin. To determine whether the number is even or odd, it utilizes the modulus % operator, which calculates the remainder when number is divided by 2. If number %2 equals 0, it means the number is divisible by 2 without a remainder, making it even, and the program prints number is even. Otherwise, if there is a remainder, the number is odd, and it prints number is odd. The program efficiently uses an if-else statement to execute the appropriate message and ensures smooth interaction with the user. After successful execution, output will be like this. After that we have a program to find the largest number. This C++ program determines the largest among three user-inputted numbers using if-else conditional statements. It first declares three integer variables, a, b, and c, and then prompts the user to enter three numbers, which are stored using cin. The program then checks which of the three numbers is the largest using a series of conditions. The first if statement evaluates whether a is greater than or equal to both b and c. If this condition is true, it prints that a is the largest number. If the first condition is false, the else if statement checks whether b is greater than or equal to both a and c, and if so, prints b as the largest. If neither of the previous conditions is true, the else statement executes, printing c as the largest number. This logic ensures that the program correctly identifies the largest number, even if there are equal values among them. After successful execution, output will be like this. After that we have a program to check if number is positive, negative, or 0. This C++ program determines whether a user-inputted number is positive, negative, or 0 using conditional statements. It first declares an integer variable number and prompts the user to enter a number using cin. The program then checks the value of number using an if-else structure. If number is greater than 0, it prints the number is positive, indicating that the input is a positive number. If the first condition is false, the program moves to the else if condition, checking if number is less than 0. If true, it prints the number is negative, meaning the input is a negative number. If neither condition is met, the program executes the else block, printing the number is 0, which means the input is exactly 0. This ensures the program correctly classifies any integer the user enters. After successful execution, output will be like this. After that we have a program for grade calculation based on marks. This C++ program determines a student's grade based on their marks using a series of if-else conditional statements. It first declares an integer variable marks and prompts the user to input their marks using cin. The program then evaluates the input using a structured grading system. If the marks are 90 or above, it assigns a grade of A+. If the marks are 80 or above but less than 90, it assigns a grade of A. Similarly, marks between 70 and 79 receive a B, marks between 60 and 69 receive a C, and marks between 50 and 59 receive a D. If the marks are below 50, the student receives a fail grade, F. The program ensures that the appropriate grade is assigned based on the input marks, making it a simple yet effective way to evaluate a student's performance. After successful execution, output will be like this. After that we have a program to validate triangle. This C++ program checks whether three given angles can form a valid triangle using a simple if-else conditional statement. It first declares three integer variables, angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3, and then prompts the user to input three angle values using cin. In geometry, a triangle is valid if the sum of its interior angles equals 180 degrees. The program verifies this condition using an if statement. If the sum of angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3 equals 180, it prints valid triangle, indicating that the given angles can form a triangle. Otherwise, the else block executes, printing invalid triangle, meaning the angles do not satisfy the triangle angle sum property. This logic ensures a quick and reliable way to validate a triangle based on its angles. After successful execution, output will be like this. After that we have a program to check for a fizzbuzz number. This C++ program implements the fizzbuzz logic, which is commonly used as a coding exercise. It takes an integer input from the user and checks its divisibility by 3 and 5 using conditional statements. The program first declares an integer variable number and prompts the user to enter a value using cin. It then evaluates the number using a series of if-else conditions. If the number is divisible by both 3 and 5, number %3 equals 0 and number %5 equals 0, it prints fizzbuzz. If the number is only divisible by 3, it prints fizz, and if it is only divisible by 5, it prints buzz. If the number is not divisible by either 3 or 5, the else block executes, printing not a fizzbuzz number. This program effectively categorizes numbers based on their divisibility, making it a useful exercise for understanding modulus operations and conditional statements in C++. After successful execution, output will be like this. Thank you and happy coding.